Lydia Thomas.
And I'm Gabriela Thomas, and today we are going to discuss the three main economic systems that have evolved over time and how we use them in this world today.
People all over the world are having economic stress. Our country in particular is having to cut key programs and budgets because they are in debt. Many people are losing their jobs and they are unable to provide for necessary needs.
One way to rebuild our country is by living in a new economic system, such as capitalism, socialism,
or even bartering. Do you remember when you were in grade school? You might have really wanted that sun-kissed bag of chips, so you traded them for your delicious pack of Oreo cookies? Well, you might not have noticed, but you participated in bartering. Bartering is the exchanging or trading of goods without the use of money. Criminals use this tactic every day.
In this picture, you can tell that prisoners have to trade their cigarettes for extra food or for protection. This is because people in jail can't have money, so they trade what they have for what they want or need.
Many countries started off using the system of bartering because they didn't have any money, and they used it to get what they needed. Now here's Sam with another example of bartering.
Thanks, Lydia. I am here in the city of Istanbul in the year 1584. At this time, Istanbul is the crossroad for the Ottoman Empire trade. The Ottoman Empire was used as an organized bartering system between Europe, China, and the Islamic states. Each nation had their own type of goods and services. The Europeans had jewels, maps, weapons, technology for war, and the Bible. They liked to show off their treasures and explore new places. They were good at fighting and taking valuable things from others. During the Ottoman trade, the Europeans gained spices, silk, exotic animals, and medicine. The Chinese Empire had salt, spices, silk, maps, and religious books. They liked exploring the world, protection, and making their name known. During the trading, the Chinese gained books, information, and money. The Islamic states who were in charge of the Ottoman Empire had information, spices, trading contacts, maps, and salt. They liked to feel important and needed. After the Ottoman Empire, the Islamic states had books, gold, and porcelain. All the bartering took place in the Islamic states because the distance between Europe and China were too far. The Europeans and Chinese would first trade with the Islamic states. The Islamic states would then trade what they gained. This system repeated for 200 years, and each nation would grow because of it. Now let's get back to Lydia.
Thanks, Sam. Bartering sounds like a great way of life. However, it may take a while for two people to agree on a trade. People can also become easily ripped off from trading this way. Remember to see where and how much your good or service is worth. Socialism. Socialism is when the government owns everything in the economy, and everyone has the same thing. It's when everybody has the same property, which makes the system equal. For example, if everyone wanted to buy a new car, you would have to buy the same one as everyone else, so the system would be equal. If you didn't, the system would be unequal. This also goes for clothes, money, and property. Everyone has a different opinion on socialism, and here's Sam to tell you more.
Thanks, Lydia, and I am with Todd and Lisa Thomas discussing socialism. Lisa, what are your views on this?
Well, I've come to believe that socialism is the best economic system overall for everyone concerned. It provides for everybody's basic needs such as food, housing, money, and gives them general support as needed. And one of the greatest parts of that is providing health care for everyone in an equitable manner.
And Todd, what are your views on this?
Well, that's very interesting, Lisa. Thank you for that. However, you must consider that somebody has to be paying the bill for such things as health care and to make things so in such a level playing field for everyone within society. And with that kind of system, free enterprise, entrepreneurship, simple, hardworking factors like that are not rewarded. They're not, people are not compensated fairly for doing more than what their fair share is. In regard to this, somebody has to pay the bill for such things as guaranteed health insurance, et cetera, for those who can't afford it. While in socialism, everyone does have equal access to certain social programs, unfortunately what that means is the entire country has less spending money, less money to actually contribute to the economy and to a thriving economy of small communities as well as the nation at large. Therefore, socialism is not the best economic program available.
Thank you for your time. Lydia, back to you.
In 1958, the chairman of the Communist Party, Mao Zedong, started the Great Leap Forward, which was an act to modernize the Chinese agriculture industry.
Mao hoped that the Great Leap would make China a fairer and purer state. The peasants would benefit as the country's people became more equal. The government grew and became more powerful.
However, Mao's act caused many people to die from starvation and forced labor. In 1959, Mao's act had people creating cheap machinery which affected the growth of crops. As the weather started to grow worse, the crops died, and so did the people. Capitalism is quite common today. You can find it throughout history and in most countries. Capitalism is when people are in charge of how much money they receive and the goods and services they use with their income. Capitalism is a competitive economic system. Not everyone is successful. There are families that have a good education for their children and a good income. On the other hand, there are also families that do not have a lot of money and that are struggling for their basic needs.
It can take a very long time for an economic system like capitalism to start a country. Germany had to work for 90 years to build a society with capitalism. It started in 1826 after the Franco-Prussian War. Germany helped finance France during the war. After their victory, Germany gained lots of money, which went in the development of industries and Germany's banking system. By the end of World War I, Germany acquired $40 billion and started their first capitalized economy.
Capitalism provides families with a better future and a better chance at having a better income. People are also free to make their own choices in the marketplace. However, some people need help making these important economic decisions. That is why many people choose socialism over capitalism.
We at GET.TV believe the opinion of the American people is very important, which is why we took an anonymous survey to see which economic system is preferred.
On this pie chart, you can see that America favors capitalism over socialism and bartering.
Capitalism could help this country in many ways. You must have a well-paying job to survive in this system. This could also inspire children to be working harder in school and to get better jobs and to be more successful.
This economic system could take power away from our government and make Americans more independent.
However, capitalism wouldn't help the poverty rate in this country. We would still need taxes, public schooling, and governmental programs for those less fortunate.
You can contact us and we can see what economic system you like the best at our email or at the comment section below.
That's all for now. Get it? Got it? Good!